Welcome to Keep Mini Live. I'm back again. It feels like I just left here, this room. I had my big 2 year show last night, and for 2 hours, which was an hour longer than I usually do the show. So, but it was fun. Harmon was on that with us, and Bo was here, and we had a good time. But I have my first guest from Sweden today. I always say tonight because I usually do the show at night, but it's tonight where they are.
Yeah.
In Sweden. Welcome, guys. I have Rob and GC from Born to Die. Welcome in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you guys in the same area of Sweden, or are you separate from each other?
We're
I'm
separate.
really separate. Stockholm and
I'm in
Gothenburg.
Gothenburg.
How far away is that from each? I don't know Sweden that well.
It's like a 5-hour drive or four or 5 hours. Really. Yeah.
Let's see.
We have kilometers, so you don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes. I'll do the calculations. Harmon, you take it real quick. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
And you guys also do Celsius instead of Fahrenheit, right? We're all screwed up over here.
Yeah.
You guys also drive on the wrong side of the road? I mean, the right side of the road or the left side?
And that's just in the UK.
Okay.
They drive on the.
So they're backwards.
Yeah.
I have a band from the UK tomorrow, so I'll bring that up. I'll mention that to them.
And they measure stuff in stone and shit like that. I'm 12 stones.
So are you guys buddies from like a long time ago, or did you just meet like recently, or how did you guys get to know each other?
Yesterday, Tinder. It was Tinder.
It's a couple of years now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we met on like festivals and stuff, concerts and festivals. And just started like following each other on Instagram and started talking shit, sending funny videos and all that memes and stuff. And yeah, it's from there, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So Rob, you're pretty much the creator of Born to Die, right? Yeah. It was your idea.
It was my Corona project, had nothing better to do. So I started writing a lot of songs and riffs and doing drums and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And GC, I was talking to GC and he said like he was thinking about recording like cover songs in a studio. And so I have a couple songs if you want to try to like do your own vocals and your own lyrics. And he was like, yeah, send them to me. So I send a lot of like demos and he's like, yeah, this is cool. So it's from there and there on, it's just like we started doing it more seriously, or what you want to call it.
Did you already have lyrics written for those songs before he came in?
No. he showed me some riff, and I heard some melodies like in 5 seconds. I was like, Robin, can you send me that riff? So and the first song was this From Love to Zero. That was the first one that was like, okay, I have something for this song, a melody. So normally that's the way we work, I was, I think I have a melody. Give me that riff, that song. And he was, okay. And it's really simple. really easy to work,
Yeah, and you guys are going to do you're in the process of doing a collab with Harmon and HT3. Was it the same kind of process for that? I know Harmon, I think you sent your material to them, correct?
Yeah, like I was telling you before, this is like a 10-year-old track that I started, like I said, about 10 years ago. And I finished everything. It was the first time I ever did everything on my own: drums, guitars, vocals, mixing, editing. And then it just like kind of sat there. And then I was working on other stuff. And I was like, man, I said, I didn't really need to relive this because it's a pretty badass song. It was a pretty pivotal part of like me doing music. Yeah. So it's just creating stuff. And I was like, I started jamming it, and we upped the tempo, me and my brother. And then we changed a little bit of the rhythms. And I changed some of the beats, and then I changed the ending. If you can ask GC, probably like 10 times, I sent him a different ending to the track. But I did the drums and all the guitars, and I sent it to GC, and I just sent it to Rob. Rob's going to lay some bass on it, and GC's pretty much, he nailed the vocal shit. It's like I said, it's a fucking amazing track already, and we don't even have the bass, and he didn't even hit the studio for what he wants to do. So I can't wait, and I think it is. I'm telling you, like I listened to it the whole way, like to the gym and then from home. And I was talking to GC. I'm like, this is a fucking like it's just killer. And to have people, like I was telling you last night, these two right here, and yourself, and like I said, even Bo, it's just a nice grouping of people with like minds, music driven, but also genuine people that really, like I said, that they care about music, and it's not like that selfish, like, oh, I don't have time for you, like, I'm too good, these guys are halfway around the world, and I get more like out of them, and like I said, a growing friendship through, and like I said, overseas than I do people that live fucking 5 miles down the road. That it's like, I love it though. Like I said, it's a killer project right now, and actually GC's gonna throw Stronger Than All.
I know.
Yeah, I gave GC the Stronger Than All track, and he's gonna do the ending, so kind of like a remix.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna do 2 right now.
Yeah, I did my first take today in the morning before breakfast. I don't like to wait. I'm the same with Robin. I'm like, give me now. I want to do it now. I don't believe in this later. That's for lazy. That's for lazy loser people. I want to do it now. Now or never.
I can't function with anybody in the morning. Like, I can't do anything at all until at least I have a cup of coffee, at least. But I mean, I can't. It takes me a good 2 hours to get moving. You know what I mean? Like, to do anything. Like, I'll get on the phone and play games and stuff, but I can't do any Instagram. Usually I don't get on Instagram until like at least the middle of the day. I just can't deal with. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not grumpy, but it's just. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I am grumpy. But like, I can't get moving. Are you guys morning people? Well, GC already said that he pretty much is. But,
yeah, I'm a morning person. Yeah.
What about you, Rob?
I'm a morning person as well. I always hit the gym like 5 a.m.
Wow.
Before I head off to work.
Do you do that too? Do you go in the morning or do you go at night to the gym?
I'm more of a night owl. So morning is like, I'm kind of like you. I'm like sluggish. I mean, I get stuff done, but I just at a different pace.
Nothing.
But then once it progresses, like I get up and I make breakfast and I kind of move around and just do whatever. And then more of the evening, like I like the gym in the evening. Like there's less people, at least for where I'm at. There's less people there, less people to bother you. And I don't know, like for some reason, like I used to work night shifts a lot too. So I'm a night owl. I love nighttime. I just feel like I can get so much done. But lately, kind of like GC the other day, like I said, these guys would motivate me. It's awesome because I woke up, it was like 5 a.m. I'm probably not supposed to be playing drums, waking up some neighbors, but I was jamming. Well, they were after I was done playing.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
So like I said, normally though, nighttime person. But I fluctuate depending. If I can't sleep, I'm up and I'm like, well, better do something productive.
I like to kind of when I have bands on from other lands. I like to talk food because food's a big it's a good conversation piece because you guys might eat something different than we do. Maybe you eat the same. What's your breakfast? What do you eat? Eggs and bacon like we do here, or waffles, or is it something totally different like swordfish and potatoes?
I think we have like a traditional Swedish breakfast. It's like you eat sandwiches and like porridge and
Porridge. I've heard porridge since like nursery rhymes.
Yeah, I call it havregrynsgröt. I don't know.
What is porridge exactly? What is it? I thought it was
more like oatmeal, I think.
Okay.
And then maybe yogurts and.
That's what you should name the song, Porridge.
Yeah.
Heard to hear it. Porridge.
I think the Swedish breakfast is kind of special, also here in Europe. I think. I don't think a lot of different, like I've been to like France and stuff and Spain and stuff, and it's like they like cake for breakfast almost. Or like pastries and stuff. It's pastries and coffee for breakfast, and it's like that's our Swedish fika.
Are Swedish people coffee drinkers, or is it tea like it is in the UK?
I think it's coffee is.
Yeah, I don't see what they're
we call it the Swedish fika is coffee and some like pastry or something, and we have to have it like 3 times a day.
You have to.
Yeah, when you work, it's like it's coffee break. You have to eat something, drink coffee.
I want to go ahead and play since you mentioned it, GC, I want to go ahead and play from Love to Zero.
Yes.
And you know, kind of give the folks an idea of what your guys' sound is, which I think is badass. It's kind of I don't know, maybe Harmon can kind of help me with this, but you know, it's kind of different from American metal, isn't it, Harmon? What do you think?
It's like I said, the style that they have is it's very unique. It has, like I said, it has some like hardcore aspects, but then like GC's vocals, I've been listening to. I was telling him earlier, like, you know, like Heaven Shall Burn. I've heard touches of like Bullet for Valentine and some of his like stuff. Also a band called Ectomorph from Hungary. They're one of my favorite bands. And like those three bands, and there's a couple other ones. But the style of like guitars and drums and like the groove, and then like his vocals, it's definitely it's super catchy. You know, really melodic. As far as like the patterns and stuff. But yeah, and from Love to Zero, definitely my favorite track so far. I'm just waiting for Spineless to come out on Friday. But from Love to Zero, I keep, like I said, everything I post, it has that fucking scream at the end. And it's just, it's super killer. It's like really, it's definitely going to describe to the listeners, you know, what they're about. And like I said, obviously wait until Spineless comes out. And then that's just like another level almost, you know what I mean?
Yeah, GC, what's the lyrics about? What were you getting at with this track?
From Love to Zero.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You mean, yeah, it's about like a ex, you know, ex girlfriend or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, when the girl lies and you're like, okay, you're fucking liar. You know, it's from love to zero. You know, I don't feel sorry for you anymore. I just hate you. So. Simple shit, you know, it's time to shine and see you die, goodbye, you know, start a new life, you know, like that.
Let's take a listen to it. It's Born to Die, and this is from Love to Zero. From looking at you, GC, it doesn't you don't look like somebody that's you just look like a gentle soul, you know. I think it's excellent. Great song.
He has a cute face and a devilish.
He does have a cute face. I have an cute face. My buddy Mike, he's actually in the living room. He doesn't like to be on. I tried to get him to co-host, and he hasn't bid on that yet. And he's a big fan of hot dogs. You guys have hot dogs over there? Like,
yeah, sure.
He wants to know. What do you guys put on your hot dogs?
I usually just have mustard.
Just mustard.
mustard and like and maybe some like I don't know what we call it, fried onions. Like dried one. We have something like that.
See, we do raw onions on ours, like just like the crunchy ones. But fried onions, Mike. Now that's. What about you, GC? Do you eat hot dogs?
We don't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you. You must be. You must have muted.
Can you wait?
There you are. There you are. Yep.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yep.
All right. I don't eat that anymore. Before,
You don't eat hot dogs? They're
yeah,
really
I
not
ate
good
a
for
lot
you.
of hot dogs before, but
What about you, Harmon? Do you put chili and stuff on?
If I do eat hot dogs, yeah, chili dogs. Really, that's kind
Just
of
chili? Only chili?
Yeah, I was, and that's an advancement to me. When I grew up, everything I used to eat was plain, like plain hamburgers. There wasn't no
Really?
lettuce. There was no cheese. There was no ketchup.
What?
I don't know why, but like it was probably that. I don't know if you want to call it like OCD-ness. I just liked everything plain and then as I got older, so yes, I advanced to chili dogs. There's still no ketchup, no mustard, no relish, none of that. Just
Well, you got to take it a day at a time.
exactly baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps. Yeah, I think he likes hot chili, like spicy chili, and mustard and onions. I think I'm right on that because he forced me to pick them up on my way home from work one day. Forced me. Come on, man. I was like, why don't you just go get? You have a car, go get your. But you're coming home anyway. Fine. He lives here now. He thinks he does. Anyway, enough about that. I love you, Mike. I'm not getting a response. Let's see. So it's going to make touring difficult if Harmon joins the Born to Die. If he becomes a part of this, it's going to be. Are you going to go to Sweden and tour Sweden, or are they going to come to America and tour America? How's that going to work out? Have you discussed that yet?
I do both.
Yeah.
You know how expensive that's going to be?
Hey, listen, the stuff that we're creating, I'm telling you, this track, the stuff that they're doing, they're going to pay for it. Yeah, this, like I said, it's the camaraderie and like all the talent put into one. It's definitely it's something that's once people hear it, it's catchy as shit. And yeah, no doubt about it. We're definitely going to tour Europe and the United States. And I talked to GC about that. I said
all of Europe, not just Sweden. All of Europe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going for the experience. I've never done it, so I'm just taking it all in. But I told GC.
Have you ever been overseas at all? Like Canada doesn't really count because Canada's like right there. But like overseas.
Nope. The farthest I've been is I'd say Kansas City as far as the United States, and then New York and down to Florida. So that's my
wow.
Yeah, so I'm kind of sheltered, I would say, so to speak.
You probably have to get away from the plain food because I'm sure that they have toppings on everything in Sweden.
Like I said, for the experience, I'll eat whatever. They tell me what to eat, and I'll eat it.
Just hold your nose. You won't taste it.
But I told GC, I said, for you guys, like I said, everything goes on. Like I said, I can't thank them enough for everything. And them both working together with me. I said, at some point, I got to meet everybody in person. So whether you guys come to the States or I go over there, and same thing with you. So I told you, I need to meet you in person.
We're not that.
No, we're gonna meet up eventually too. But like I said,
probably a good 5 hours away from each other, also, right?
Yeah, I would say close to that.
Something maybe a little bit. I think it's 6 hours to Baltimore from here.
Okay.
If you don't stop, but I stop. I stop constantly when I travel. Do you guys travel a lot in Sweden? Like, well, I mean, back and forth probably with to see each other and stuff with the band. But like, do you go like on vacation in like? Is there beaches in Sweden? See, I don't know a lot about Sweden. Is there beaches? Is there like kind of like Miami? Like nightclubs and shit.
Yeah, we have that like a little bit everywhere, and we have like where I'm from the southern part of because I live in Gothenburg now, but I'm from the southern part of Sweden. Okay. And there we have like a lot of beaches with sand. It's almost like the tropical,
Oh yeah. Is it hot? Is it real hot?
We have like a couple of weeks every year where you can go.
Just a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We have like 2 or 3 months where the weather is okay, and then it's like really we really have all the four seasons. You know, it's really autumn, winter, spring, and summer. You know, so
Yeah, well, I pretty much like a lot of bands I've talked to in different spots. You know, they have the four seasons. They just don't last as long as ours. It's. I mean, we have our summer right now. Of course, it's raining today. It's pretty much going to rain all day. But you know, it's been very wet. But it also can be really dry in the summer. Like we've had summers that are just so dry that you can't even go boating because there's no water in the lake because it's just dry. But this year's completely different. I mean, it's wet, but it's been hot. It's been hotter than hell, and I think the West Coast is getting the heat now. I looked over. I got some a band that's been on. They're over in Bakersfield, California, and it's downright hot there. And up in Portland, Oregon, believe it or not, Portland's usually about 70s in the summertime, I think, and it's about 100 degrees there. It's been like that for a couple of weeks now, so they're just baking. But we've had that too, haven't we, Harmon? We've had that. Heat advisories and heat warnings and stuff, and then it'll just rain.
Yeah, definitely have. I'm tired of it, so I'm kind of thankful for the dreary, rainy day today.
Really, I don't like that. I don't like dreary, because usually, like in the wintertime, that's all it is, you know. And when it's sunny, it looks nice outside, but it's colder than hell. You know, like we have those too. Does it get real cold there in your all's wintertime?
Yeah, I hear it's like. Yeah, it's a couple of below zero.
Yeah, but in Celsius though.
Celsius, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what.
I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit.
I don't know. Mike, if you're watching, do that. He won't do it. He's probably watching Netflix that he hasn't paid for. No. Okay.
But I think like 100 Fahrenheit isn't. I think it's like 30 degrees Celsius.
Yeah,
something like that.
I think it is that much.
We've had it for a couple of days.
I'll look it up when we do the next song, and that way we'll know for sure.
But yeah.
Mike says it's well. That doesn't tell me anything. He just put 34 degrees in the chat. That doesn't tell me anything. What's 34 degrees? Your hot dogs? 34 degrees. I wish we had a clip of you should have given me a teaser of the track you guys are collabing on. I wish we had something like that. So
yeah, I should have.
Pull it up, Harmon, and send it to me. And by then, no, sorry. the anticipation is killing me.
I haven't actually listened to it yet, so I have something.
Oh, you don't even know how it goes. Then we'll start. GC starts singing it, and then you do the drums. Like
I'm the only one to know. I'm the only one that knows the song now.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow and start listening and get a vibe for it. So I'm looking forward to it. I have something to do afterwards tomorrow.
What's a I guess a band inspiration, like a band that's real big now that inspires you guys for what you do individually? Is that too broad of a question? I don't know. I'm trying to think of some easier way to say that.
Well, I listen to a lot of Terror and Lamb of God. It's and all that, you know. It's lately I've been listening a lot to the bands I listened to when I was younger. You know, Chimera and Soulfly and all, a little bit of Killswitch Engaged. You know, just to get the new metal hardcore vibes for the Born to Die stuff. It's it's where I started listening to metal. Yeah. Also the Lamb of God and Pantera and stuff. So that's where I get the groove, the southern, American southern sound, mix it with the Swedish influences from In Flames and all that. Yeah. So I think that's why we can, like Harmon said, and thank you for the very nice comments, but that we're kind of unique, you know, because we don't sound typically Swedish and we don't sound American, you know, because we have we try to mix everything that we just like. The same with the lyrics and the way GC sings his stuff. It's you tell me, I've listened a lot to Black Sabbath or different bands and also old school black metal stuff, you know, just to get a mix of everything, because that's what we like. And I think that's what a lot of people like with our music, that it's everybody hears a different influence that we don't, bands that I don't even listen to. It's I hear a lot of this. Oh, I never heard of them, but cool. You know, So
What about you, GC? What do you? What's your go-to or influence?
Like Robin said, because he do a lot of like groovy hardcore like riff, and I like, well, I don't want to put a typical hardcore scream, yeah, hey, like that. It's like, I want to put more like I like Venom and a lot of black metal and old Sepultura, all that shit. So
Yeah.
I put that in Born to Die, and I listen even to a lot of melodic, more like rock radio, what you call it, like Bring the Horizon and Five Finger Death Punch, because I like the melodies, like that catchy part.
Yeah.
So I listen to the really dark music, like black metal and all that, and the radio rock music, and I create in my head something.
Yeah.
And then I listen to Robin's riff, and his riff is always like catchy, and I have a catchy idea, and it's like boom, really easy, really easy.
Yeah.
So it's normally, I don't know, for me it takes like, I don't know, a couple of minutes. Sometimes I was, I have an idea, Robin, what do you think about this? And he was, sounds good, all right. So I don't like to wait, for me, I hate when people say, next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I go fuck yourself, no. But if you like something, it needs to be like this week or now, or never. That's it.
Right. Let's Mike finally he clarified. He said 32 degrees Fahrenheit is 0 degrees Celsius.
Mm.
So now we know the conversion, I guess. I don't know. I still don't do math. He says 30 degrees Fahrenheit for us is 2 below Celsius. Okay, fine, Mike. Smarty pants. And then my buddy Coley chimed in and just went like this on the chat. So let's take a listen to My Own War. And is this about someone else's war, GC, or yours?
Everybody's.
Yeah.
You have mental problems sometimes,
Yeah. So just that's very broad, but yeah, that's I kind of write music like that too. It's something that everybody can kind of relate to. They can say, "Oh, well, I feel that same way," even if it's not the same way I'm feeling. I think you write like that too, Harmon. I think we were talking about that once on the show.
Yeah.
Like that. Cool. Let's take a listen to My Own War by Born to Die, and here it is.
I buried myself. I buried myself. I buried myself. I buried myself alive. There is nothing left of my soul. This life is a black hole. People think I'm fucking shy. I just don't feel right.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I tell a lot of people that you know, when I listen to their music, I'm usually listening to like in the car or on my stereo. When you have cans on, you can hear so many different elements of the song going on, and I need to do that more before while I'm listening to somebody, just so I can get that before I have them on. But I always forget. I don't do things ahead of time. I just never do. But
Hey, Scott.
Hey.
I just sent you during that. I sent you the track. So there's no vocals. No, I just sent it through your text message.
Oh well, my phone's up there.
No, but that way you'll give a.
Actually, I can get it on my tablet here.
Okay.
And, switch it. I just asked my buddy Coley he's down in Houston, and I asked him how he's doing because I haven't talked to him for a while. He said, "Well, I just dropped my bowl in the bathtub, so less good than I was." That sucks. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you have to send it to my email because I can get to my email on here. And
Okay.
Get that way. Yeah, it's.
I'll do that now.
I have devices everywhere. It's crazy here. Crazy. Let's see. My first. I guess dip into the Swedish music scene was Refused. The band Refused. They've been around for decades at this point. And I've actually seen them once. They opened for Deftones in Baltimore, and I went over and saw them over in Baltimore, and it is fantastic. Of course, a lot of people weren't very receptive to them because it's different music than Deftones, But I talked to the lead singer after the show. Like he came up to the, that had the barriers where you can't like get to their buses and stuff, and he came over and talked. I took a selfie with him. It's on Facebook somewhere. I don't have to get in the Facebook cloud or whatever and find it. Why are you sideways, Harmon?
I was sending this to you.
He's doing office work right now.
Yeah. Sending message.
Of course,
should be in your email now.
Cool. Refused is pretty is a different style. I guess a whole genre altogether from what you guys do. Is that pretty accurate?
I like Refused a lot.
Yeah. They're very political based too, kind of like I guess Rage Against the Machine style politics. Is that a big?
I like his vocals.
Yeah. Is that a big thing? Are a lot of bands doing that over there, or is that kind of a thing? But of the past, when they first came out.
I don't really know.
If that question makes any sense.
I think it depends. We have a lot of if you see like a lot of Swedish movies and like TV series, it's kind of dark and depressing. And a Swedish artist that sings in Swedish, they're kind of depressing too. But it's always so melancholy,
Yeah, I haven't.
But I don't know about metal bands. I don't really listen to the lyrics that well, so.
Oh shit! My bad. Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe.
That when I hit open, it go ahead. It opens it and it plays it. I need to change that, but yeah, I got it. Obviously. or I could just go ahead and play it if you want. That way we wouldn't have to.
Yeah, that's just the drums and the guitar. There's no.
I'll just play like 30 seconds of it. I won't play the whole.
Okay.
Okay. And there's no name for it yet, and there's probably no release date yet, right?
No, nothing yet. Yeah, it's all still.
Nothing. Everything's in the works, and there's no bass on it yet, right?
Nope.
No. Okay. All right. And it's called For the Win, right? That's how you send it. Okay. Let's just briefly listen to the new. This is the collab with Born to Die in HG3. It'll be coming.
Porridge.
Coming out. Yeah, it's called Porridge. It's coming out next year, next Christmas.
Yeah.
That's good. That gives.
That's enough of a teaser.
Yeah, I don't want to give too much of it away, But you sent me. I think you sent me something like I don't think it had drums on it. It was just the guitar track. Before.
Yeah, that was that was when I was all like hyped for the end, and that's when I told GC I sent him I think, like I said, 4, 5, 6, 7 different endings. And I was like, nope, I changed it again. Nope, changed it again. And it just, I had to find something that like meshed. And like I said, whenever we release, I'm going to send you the original track of like the 10 years ago track, and you can play that first, and then
I do want to hear that. That's awesome.
and then morph it into the new one. Like I said, the new one just, I don't know. I can't say enough about it. It's not even done yet, and it's already amazing.
Yeah.
So
What's GC? What's the lyrics about on the new track? If you want to just dispel that this early.
The track with I just hardcore. I don't know. I just did everything this morning before breakfast, you know. So I have just some ideas, you know. It's more about suicide and just, you know, overthinking and, you know, that kind of lyrics, you know, like that. And in the end, everything's in your head, you know. So that's not the reality.
Rob, do you have a good idea of what you're gonna do bass wise on this?
Not yet. I have to listen to it a couple of times, and then
That was probably the first. Is that the first time you've heard it?
Yeah. So I have no idea what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll figure it out.
I think you have enough guitars there to. And you said a few of those are basses. So I think you have enough there that you could figure something out. I'm sure.
Yeah. If I don't get anything good on the bass, I can use my 8 string or something.
How many guitars and basses do you own altogether? Because that's
I have I think
right
it's.
there.
I think I have 23 guitars and 1 bass.
That's crazy, man. I have 3.
I don't know. People tell me that all the time. It's like, is it a guitar shop or is it my home? I don't know.
So would you ever sell those, or there's just because they all mean something to you, that's why you keep them, or they
I
just
keep buying guitars. I sold a couple of basses, but never guitars. So
you've kept every single one of them.
yeah, because I only buy the ones I really want.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah.
And then I also buy a couple of like cheap ones, you know, just so I can like switch out the bridge or the microphones and all that, you know, the hardware.
Yeah.
Instead of buying an expensive guitar and wanting to change anything. So I buy cheap guitars and do them better, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a fun project as well. You can get like a very cheap guitar and make it sound awesome. You know?
My buddy Rob's in a band called Scare Tape, and they and he does some things like that. He works in a music store, and but at home, I mean, he'll get guitars and just change the knobs, and he'll just completely take them apart and put them back together. So he does kind of the same thing with that. So I don't understand any of that stuff to be able to do that. If I took one apart, I'd be like, okay, what do I do now? Put it back together.
I have a friend helping me with a lot of the electric stuff because I'm not that good with.
You play any acoustic guitar? Either of you?
Yeah, sometimes, but it's mostly electric guitars.
Here's my new one. I've been showing it off because it's awesome. I love the sound of it. It's a Michael Kelly acoustic.
Looks cool.
This thing is it's probably the greatest sounding acoustic guitar I've owned. And it was relatively affordable, for the most part. It was my gift to myself for 2 years of the show. So
you always have to give yourself something nice.
And then Bo brought me this nice jack-o'-lantern to put in front of my face. You know, so that's me. It did have candy in it. It had candy in it, and it had a T-shirt of his music stuff and like 3 CDs of his. So that was nice of him. I didn't expect to get any, but it was in a giant box, like a box you get when they ship you a guitar, like one of those real big tall ones, and it had a shit ton of bubble paper in it. And I was like, is there anything in here at all? Like, is this a joke? You know? But there was stuff in the bottom. Anywho, let's see. Real quick, coming up tomorrow. I'm going to stay out of the United States again tomorrow, and going to have a band returning to the show called Confessions of a Traitor, and they're from London. And it'd be good. They got a new album coming out, and the title is very long. I'm going to have to look it up here again. I had to do this last night, too, because it's a longer title. It's Punishing Myself Before God Does is the name of the album, and there's 4 tracks on there you can listen to now that are released. So check them out, and that'll be at 2 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. So I see London time. That's 5 hours ahead, I believe. So 8 o'clock their time, something like that. I don't
I
know.
think we have the same.
Is it the same? 6 hours?
Yeah, or I think maybe 1 hour difference or something like that.
Yeah. Well, it'd be nighttime for them also, and then Tom, which is also Flamboyant Bone, he's going to co-host that one with me. He's also in London, so I will be the only one that is just getting out of bed. They've been up all day, yeah, so, but that'll be fun. It'd be cool to talk to them again. They were great to have on. It was around this time last year they were on putting out new stuff, and they're putting out this new album, and it's really good stuff. It's I don't think I played it on any of the episodes you've been on, Harmon, per intros or anything, but it's check them out. Confessions of a Traitor is what they're called. And then let's see, I don't have anything in between now or tomorrow and the 13th, August 13th yet, but August 13th there's a band from PA. I'm not sure exactly where yet, but they're called Earth and Elsewhere. They'll be on the 13th at 8. And 2 days after that, the Undertaking. I have to say it like that because there's an exclamation point at their into their name. So I'm gonna keep doing it like that until they tell me otherwise. You know what I mean, on the show. So the Undertaking from San Diego on August 15th at a certain time. I have to look it up. It's there in San Diego. So I think I'm doing it at 4 Eastern and it'd be 7. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not very. That's a long time from now. Actually, I can look right here. It's 7 p.m. Eastern, so it'd be 4 p.m. there. I had it backwards. Yeah, 4 p.m. their time. 3 hours behind. So that'll be fun. That'll be the second guest I've had from San Diego. First one was Flowers from Spies. They were really good, and they haven't put out anything else since I had them on, but they were good. They were cool dudes. And that's really all I have coming up, other than my birthday is in September. I'll be 25. But no, there's a venue just down the road from me called Music on Main, and it's a studio / stage, and the room is awesome. You know, the stage room is awesome. It's everything sounds terrific for the size space it is. But amplifiers from Pittsburgh will be coming down to headline. Haven State will be playing, and Bo, that was here last night that you met, Harmon, he's gonna open that show on the 17th at Music on Main. $10,
Nice.
$10, 3 badass bands, and you can say happy birthday to me. I would pack the place for that show. That's gonna be a fun show. So anyway, enough about me. What do you guys got? The Joker did he sleep last night? The Joker?
No, he's always there on guard.
Looks like he's still pumped about something.
I tell you what, when I first got it, my brother got it. He just said, "Oh, I found this," and gave it to me because I like Joker and Venom and some other dark characters. But I never had like a blanket or anything over the window. It was just him. So I'd come downstairs and I'd see this fucking figure in the window, and I was like, "Who the fuck's in the window?" And then I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot I put that thing there."
It's paranormal.
So
remember that paranormal?
Yeah, right. Yeah, so it kind of freaks me out. But I know I was talking to GC a little bit. I know he's into some horror movies and stuff like that. So kind of interested to see favorites, modern and or classic.
For movies or?
Oh yeah, movies, horror movies for GC and his.
Yeah. What do you got, GC? Favorite horror movies or of the like? He's muted again. You're muted again. I think. Can you guys not hear him either?
I can't hear him now. Oh, there he goes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep. There you go. Yep.
All right. Can you hear me now, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're good. You're good, man.
All right, man. New ones. I like the Conjuring movie.
Ooh, that's good.
That's a good one. Let's see. It's really hard to find new ones, like horror movies.
They don't come out very often, do they?
No.
Newer ones.
It's a couple, but not too many.
Have you ever seen
But I like the
Annabelle?
old ones. I like the old ones, like Evil Dead and what more? Hellraiser, like that. The Thing.
Do you
Yeah,
ever?
all the classic from the 80s,
Do you ever find yourself laughing at them instead of like, you know, horror movies are supposed to scare you, but I laugh at them. I just think it's very
Of
entertaining.
the old ones, I laugh a lot because they're really
Well, yeah,
fun,
you gotta
really
think you gotta have to. Yeah, like the newer ones, like The Purge and things like that. I don't know if The Purge would be classified as a horror movie, but it's
But that's
it's a
good
scary
one. I
movie.
like that one. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
I guess it could happen,
new-
right? It could.
Yeah, of course. So yeah.
That's more the movies I listen or I watch is it's gotta be able to happen like in reality. I can't watch the ones that are just like I don't know, like fantasy, like Batman, like the Joker, and that, is the Batman from the yeah, that's the Joker, right?
Yeah.
See, I don't even know, but yeah, like
Yeah.
you know, I watch more like action movies, like Saving Private Ryan. You know, was based on some, you know, I guess it doesn't have to be a true story, but you know, a something that could actually happen makes more sense to me
Yeah.
to watch than
Like I like the action movies from the 80s. You know, all of with Chuck Norris and Van Damme and Arnold.
yeah.
They're really bad too, but they you know, if you want to laugh, that's perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you're sad, that's a perfect movie, you know.
Rob, are you also a horror movie person?
Yeah, I'm not horror movies, but I like the old sci-fi horror stuff like Aliens and The Thing, you know,
Now,
that
do
kind of
you believe
that creepy stuff.
Do you believe that there are aliens, like the other beings in? Do you
Believe is a strong word, but
that? It is, yeah.
I don't think it's impossible, you know. It's like I also like zombie movies because that's always it could happen, you know, with all the shit people do in labs and stuff, you know. But
Bios and shit.
yeah. So yeah, I'm
terrifying
a
that would be-
big
that
fan
would
of
be
like
very terrifying.
sci-fi horror movies. I like a lot. So
Are you into that too, Herman? Are you into that? Or am I the only one that's not really into that?
No, I like all that shit. Like I said, you guys, their new single comes out August 5th. Spineless. So there's a plug. I'm gonna make sure. Yeah. But on top of that, Prey. It's the prequel to Predator. That comes out on Hulu on Friday, and I love Predator. Like like GC said, you know, Arnold, you know, Van Damme. Like I looked up those guys, growing up. You know, just badass guys, just blowing shit up, and
Yeah.
obviously they're always working out. You know, and the new one that I really like is the remakes of It, with Pennywise. So I thought they were. I mean, yeah, like, I don't know. Like I said, it was a really good sticking point for my kids whenever I was like, hey, Pennywise in the attic, you better get to bed. And they're like, ah. So, like,
Hey, but before we get too deep into conversation, I want to play the other song, if I can get it. I'm very okay. I'm very professional on the show. I saved this one for the end. This is my personal favorite track, "Society and Chaos." I don't know why it is. Maybe it's the guitar. Maybe it's the singing. Maybe it's the. I don't know what it is. Tell us a little bit about this, Rob. Why don't you take this one?
well, the lyrics I don't know anything about. It's GC, but you know, I just write riffs that I like, you know, and get like the whole vibe, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's a good thing about working with GC. We have like we don't have to sound like anything. It's like I just do stuff. He listens to it and it's like it's cool. I have an idea. And I was like, do you want to change anything? Do you want to? No, it's perfect. I was like, oh, okay, thank you.
That makes
You know?
it easy, yeah.
So also like we don't have like this massive ambition to like we have to sound like this. We have to make these people like us. It's like
Right. Yeah.
we like it. We hope you all like it.
Do
So
what you want to do. Yeah.
yeah,
You-
it's just
you
like
guys have a drummer for like a studio drummer, like a session drummer, correct?
yeah, because I
And,
program all. I do all the drums like on my computer first.
Okay, just so you
And
get a
it-
basic like.
Yeah, and I try to make them as perfect as I can. You know, especially the kick drum. Just because I follow that with guitar. So when Alvaro is gonna record it, I was like, just follow the kick drum. And you can do whatever you want with your hands. You know, just do what I want, but better. You know, and he's nailing it. So it's perfect. It's just easy work. You know.
Yeah,
It's,
it sounds terrific. The recordings sound terrific too. And do you guys do DIY recording like at home, like on a DAW, or do you actually go to
Yeah, I go to I do the demos at home. Also,
Yeah.
GC do the demos at home and at Thomas at the Sunlight Studios, and we recorded the new ones. We recorded everything except the drums at Rob on. He's working at a Studio Fredman, the legendary Gothenburg. He's a sound engineer there, so
Nice.
he has his own Obsidian recordings. So I recorded all the guitars and stuff at his over at him when we did like the real recording. So that's also what we did with the new songs. We did both the guitars and the vocals at Rob's just to get like his input, and we could also work together this time, me and GC, with like details, you know.
Yeah.
And I also put a bit more work with the whole sound. So I think you're gonna like the new stuff is even better than the old. So it's more massive, you know.
I think it's badass. I think it's awesome. You guys are doing everything right. You know, I don't know.
I think we're onto something.
Yeah, definitely. You're onto America. Onto America. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's do it.
Let's take a listen to Society and Chaos. This is my personal favorite by Born to Die from Sweden.
Welcome to this lovely hell, full of chaos and rotten flesh. The media spread hateful threats. They will feed you with painful stress. Social media is a evil game. Dead lies turn into flames. Your ignorance, their success. You can still escape from this mess. Lies turn into fear. They control your mind to be blind. Lies turn into hate. They control your mind to be blind. Lies turn into death. They control your mind to be blind. There's still hope. Let's cut their throats. There's still hope. Let's cut their Lies turn into fear. They control your mind to be blind. Lies turn into hate. They control your mind to be blind. Lies turn into death. They control your mind to be blind.
That's phenomenal. I love it. It pumps me up, that song.
Thank you.
I had to. I was talking a little bit last night. I used to do this marquee thing at the end of every show and put up the next guest, right? Well, it's on its last leg. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but this is parts of it. It's parts of the frame. It keeps falling off the wall, and it's fallen off the wall for 2 years, and I'm sick of taping it and gluing it. So it's up there with a nail now. It's up. I've nailed it to the wall. So basically, when I change it now, it's just gonna stay right. It's gonna stay there when I change it. But I didn't get all the letters out for Confessions of a Traitor because that's a very long name. So I'm just gonna put coat. So I don't think they'll mind. I mean, maybe I'll get, but that's a lot of letters to find. I mean, I just dumped all the letters on the floor just to find COAT. So you can imagine what it's like when I have to find all of them. I don't know, but that's gonna be fun.
Quite a process for you.
Well, yeah, and it shouldn't be work. Once it's work, it's no fun. You know. Once it's work. Well, I look forward to hearing hearing Spineless come out on Friday. The new single. I guess it's up on YouTube. You can watch the video, correct?
Yeah.
It's up there now. So if definitely check it out. It's badass. But I want the single. I want to be able to listen to it in the truck and then everywhere. I'm gonna listen to it everywhere. Actually, I might use Spineless for the intro to one of the, after Friday, one of the shows.
You should
definitely do that.
A great song.
Yes.
I know the guys.
And I definitely look forward to listening to hearing Porridge complete.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to use that now. You're gonna have to because I won't know it. If you name it something else, I'll be like, "What the hell's this? This isn't Porridge. This isn't what I heard."
Death, like death porridge.
Death porridge.
Yeah.
like poison porridge. I have all the ideas.
Yeah, you said what would you call it? For the wind, right?
No. Well, your email it was FTW. That's for the win, right?
Fuck the world is what it was originally. That was my Yes, that was my original.
I didn't see it as that, but
yeah, that's what the old track was called. So when you hear the original and then you get to hear this one, that's why I always call it FTW. Kind of like what Rob was saying. Like when I mix, it'll say like FTW drums without guitar or like FTW lead drums, and then like I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now you got to go in and change all the porridge. Porridge now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to now.
Rob's not even gonna know what it is. He's like,
I know I'm gonna have to resend it to him saying porridge.
Yeah, when I record the bass on it, I'm gonna send it back and it's just gonna say porridge.
Yeah.
Right. He'll figure it out.
Porridge 1.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you so much, Rob and GC. It's very nice to meet you, and thank you for being the first band from Sweden. If you know any other bands from Sweden, your buddies and stuff that would like to be on the show, that'd be badass. I know the music over there is phenomenal. I haven't heard anything for a while, but yet Refused was I even have Refused on vinyl, like their one of their albums on vinyl. I don't know why, because I don't have anything to play vinyl on, but it's just I guess a collector's thing. But that's the only thing I have on vinyl, other than Contranista sent me one of their vinyls, but I can't play it because I don't have a vinyl player. I don't know if I think it's a record player, but I don't have one of those. But I look forward to hearing Spineless on Friday, even though I've already heard it on YouTube. But the single and Porridge also. You've got to put it in there somewhere. GC, you're gonna have to change some of the lyrics to Porridge, Poison Porridge. I'll help you.
That's a gang vocal, Porridge.
Yeah.
And you guys are welcome back to the show anytime. I'd love to have you back, especially let's get another band from Sweden on. You guys co-host with me. We'll leave Harmon at home. He's got to lift weights or something anyway.
Yeah.
We'll give him the night off, and we'll interview another Swedish band. But it's very nice to meet you guys. Very very cool listening, or hearing about all things Sweden, and learning how to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius from Mike. Thanks, Mike. And tomorrow I have Confessions of a Traitor from the UK, from London, in the UK, and Tom will be co-hosting with me, and that's at 2 p.m. Eastern. So I guess figure it out. If you're not in the Eastern time zone, you'll figure it out whatever time that is. We'll be on tomorrow for them. To play us out of the show tonight, and to change the marquee that's nailed to the wall now, I just found this band just as I rolled out of bed today. They're called Void of Vision. I'm sure. I think they're a pretty big band. The song's called Gothica. Have you guys heard of Void of Vision? They're from Melbourne, Australia. That would be cool. But their time zone's crazy. So I'll get them. I'll send them an email when we get done here and see what it's about. See what they're about. But anyway, thanks guys for being on. It was nice chatting with you on our rainy
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night. We'll talk to you soon, and good luck on the Porridge track. And yeah. And I look forward to hearing Spineless. Here's Void of Vision with Gothica. Oh, hey, Rob and GC, stay on there for a little bit. I'll talk to you for a little bit after I kill the live stream.
Yeah.
We'll see you all tomorrow at 2 o'clock.